This is a place.
This is a place?
This is a place. We want to talk about. This is a place. Welcome to this week's episode of This is a Place podcast. My name is Nate.
My name is Brandon.
And happy National Eggnog Day.
Yes, it is National Eggnog Day.
We've been waiting for this one, folks.
We have waited for we've been talking about this for a few years, haven't we? At least this episode. At least in a year or two.
About doing it.
Doing it, yeah. So it's finally come. The stars have aligned, and we are here to talk about Nate's favorite Christmas beverage.
Oh yeah, easily
my
favorite.
In ranking of your favorite beverages in total, I mean, I know you're a big horchata guy.
What do you mean outside of like your typical water and soda?
Yeah, let's say
something a little
eliminate
bit more...
water and soda.
Man alive. I would say horchata's up there. I love horchata. I love orange bang. I love eggnog. And I love chocolate milk.
So rank those
four. It has
to
be good chocolate milk.
Rank those four. Good. 1 to 4.
Ooh, depends on the mood. Because you've got like 3 that are kind of a dairy. And then even though orange bang does have eggs in it, it kind of feels a little bit more dairy-ish. But if you told me I'm going to Holiday Oil, because that's a place that sells orange bang, and I'm sure they have eggnog in their, what do you call it?
In the beverage section.
So you're saying what one of the 4 things would... So they say they have eggnog, and back, I think I've told this story before, Cream of Weber, I think it was, used to sell chocolate milk in their little cartons.
Yeah.
And then they call them chugs. And it made me mad because the chugs were just a marketing gimmick, and then they were sold out everywhere. So they used to get a Dunford chocolate donut. It was called Salt Lake City donut back then, and a carton of chocolate milk on the way home from school a lot in high school. But so I can get, I don't know. And orange bang horchata is the best.
Quick tangent on my side. That was my dinner for when I worked at Macy's. That was my dinner, was one of those Reese's eggs, whether it was a Christmas egg or an Easter egg. I'd grab one of those and maybe 1 or 2 of those, and I'd have a Nesquik chocolate milk. Very heavy sugar.
Yeah, Nestle chocolate milk it's a different flavor of chocolate milk. I think Winder Dairy, they still make Winder Dairy, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Their chocolate milk, but it has to be whole milk, is really good.
Got True Moo.
True Moo has to be the True Moo, like 1% is not good in my opinion. It has to be the whole milk.
All right. Back to it. We need
I would probably get horchata. I think
horchata number 1,
and then orange bang 2, 3 eggnog, 4 chocolate milk.
But the thing that's fun about eggnog is it's really just a seasonal thing, right? You can't get it. Actually, I have seen it in like Easter. They've got an Easter version of it too. But
I feel like when I grew up, it was only around Christmas time. And so it became, you look forward
special
to it. And now like any holiday, they have, it's kind of like Peeps, right? Peeps used to be just an Easter thing, and now it's every holiday.
It's like you got to get your 4th of July eggnog, right?
Right.
Maybe not quite to that level, but it is making
I love eggnog. And I try not to drink it as much because it's so thick and fattening and sugary and all that good stuff. So, for example, they talk about the freshman 15. When I was a freshman down in Utah County for a semester, they had a Food for Less nearby, and I only went there for the first semester, so I was there until Christmas break. But as soon as like November hit and they started selling eggnog, and it was like 99 cents for a quart I didn't put on any weight until eggnog came around, and then
And you put on those
I
15
drank
pounds
like
real
a
quick.
carton of eggnog like every day,
Oh
at
my
least one
goodness.
every day, and then I put on some weight that month for sure. But I don't drink it quite as much as I probably did in years past.
It's probably a
But I
good
do
thing.
love, and I actually, to be honest with you, the last few years I don't drink it as much anymore, but I get the ice cream a lot more than I done. I feel
Hmm.
like I like the ice cream and milkshakes more than just drinking regular eggnog.
Yeah. Which will be a good segue into what our episode is today.
Yeah,
Because the topic we've been talking about, at least for a year, we planned on doing it last year, but it didn't work out. But we thought, and really the eggnog shakes were more prevalent years ago. I feel like they've kind of fallen out of favor. Maybe it's just people's adapting to different tastes, different consumer demands. But the eggnog shakes, they used to have them everywhere. I feel like,
right. They used to advertise it, right? Like Art
yeah.
Circle would advertise eggnog shake is back.
And let me be devil's advocate a little bit and say I'm okay with it not being as big of a deal. I like eggnog. Let me be clear. I like it. But I do think that I prefer other flavors, other festive flavors over eggnog. And so I can see
Really?
why they've made that change.
Okay.
They're geared more towards the peppermints, which I think is probably a bigger flavor for people than the eggnog. A lot of hot cocoa type stuff. Other things that I think just are taking a precedence over eggnog. I still want it there, but playing devil's advocate, I can see the rationale.
Yeah, I get it, but I don't get it. I get
Yeah.
it, but I don't understand. Can I say that?
Yes. Yeah.
Because I
That
mean,
being
you can
said,
get mint and peppermint are pretty similar, and you can get that like year round,
yeah,
anyways.
that's true.
But my wife does love going to the peppermint route. She loves the peppermint Hershey Kisses.
Mm,
So she looks for that, and then she looks for the mint M and M's every Christmas, and those are getting harder to find too. The mint
hmm.
M and M's. So if you see those out and about, and obviously it has don't don't tell me you found them when they're $20 a bag. I don't care about that. It needs to be a good deal.
Yeah.
But
But I think part of it is, I mean, they've got a pretty popular peppermint shake at Chick-fil-A, right? So maybe people are trying to copy that, ride that wave, but who knows? Either way, we're not talking about peppermint. We're not talking about any other Christmas flavor. We
good
went,
old fashioned eggnog.
we went and we tried three eggnog milkshakes, and that's what we've come back with you. Our results, what we thought of the three we had.
And next year we'll do three more.
Yeah, we went West Side eggnog this year. Next year we'll venture out, try some East Side, some upper class eggnog.
Right.
So we went to three locations. We went to JCW's was our first one. Then we went to Brooker's because they were close to each other. And at Brooker's, we had to request it. They didn't have, you know, off the shelf eggnog shake. We had
Well,
to,
is that the what they do normally? They don't really have milkshakes. You just take
yeah,
a flavored ice cream and they make it into a milkshake.
I'm
So,
right.
but I think they're more known for their scooped ice cream, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So keep that in mind when we discuss this one. But we did get a eggnog milkshake from them per request. And then our final one was at Riley's or Habs, and they have a eggnog milkshake. So we took all three of them, went to Riley's, and we stood them next to each other and sampled them. And I think we ended up eating most, if not all, of the three between the two of us.
okay. We did that around 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And mind you, each place we got a small shake.
A small, yeah,
Small. So if we both ate a small shake and a half, if we split it 50-50, we'll say that, right? I was not hungry. Like when we were talking about go getting food, I'm so glad we didn't
yeah,
because I was so sugared out, so full, I guess is a word you could use for it. Like when you just feel like you ate too much candy or something
mm-hmm.
till like 8:30, 9 o'clock at night.
I'm
And
still
my wife
full
was
from
getting
it.
upset. Yeah, my wife was getting upset because we were supposed to get pizza that night. We go get me pizza, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to eat right now. Like, I was gonna text you and say like, oh man, I'm still hungover from the eggnog shakes. So I can only imagine if we would have gone to one place and got a large shake, and I would have. Yeah, it's heavy. The eggnog's heavy.
Yeah, we
It's a lot of
definitely,
sugar.
good
It's
thing
a
we
lot of
got the
calories.
smalls.
A lot of calories. But I guess the golden question everybody wants to know: which of the three? Well, how do we do this? Do we say which one's the best, or do we give our opinion on each one? You got a little hint of tomato, a little hint of spice, a little hint. I'm gonna taste a
Yeah.
little.
So if you want to go pure, we're kind of running out of time already. Jeez. If you want to go pure eggnog, if you want the most eggnoggy eggnog shake, I think we both could agree it was JCW's.
JCW. That one had the more this is Christmas time
Mm-hmm.
feel. And I don't remember is this a Christmas like only during Christmas for them,
Oh, I'm sure.
or is it on the menu all the time?
Can you? I mean, we
I
didn't
think the only
ask.
place that I know that probably all the time has it is probably um what's the place that we didn't make it? Iceberg. I feel like they have it year round.
Really
I
interesting.
feel like they
Okay,
do, but I could be
maybe
wrong. But it had a lot of nutmeg. I felt
it
a
had
lot of
specs.
cinnamon.
You could see the specs,
Yeah,
and
and so it had a more of just, not just plain eggnog. You kind of had that Christmassy homemade eggnog taste.
yeah.
But after we left, I thought if I would have just gone to JCW and only eaten the small shake, I think after halfway, I probably like, okay, this is just too much.
Mm,
So that would be my negative is like too much spices.
yeah.
But at first, it's amazing. So if you're
Right.
just having a small, quote unquote,
It was
small,
still big, right?
share a small, then you're probably fine. But if I ate like the whole small by myself, I'm pretty sure like halfway through, I'm like, okay, I'm getting ready to tap out.
I don't know, and it was. I mean, this is just a tip. You go to JCW's. I think all you need is a small because it was a pretty big guy that they gave
They do
us.
what Iceberg does, where they put a cup inside of a cup and it's
Mm-hmm.
overflowing. So
It was what
kind of
seven
like
fifty seven, I think, was the price.
757, sure.
I have a note, so yeah, it was 757. I took notes.
Okay, that's with tax,
Yeah.
and we got it to go.
Yes. So that one's the most eggnoggy. And then we went to, I mean, I'm doing this how we had it lined up. Then we had the Rileys in the middle, and that one I feel like it was kind of a happy medium. Like it had enough of the eggnog flavor that you knew was an eggnog shake, but it wasn't too in your face eggnog, right?
No, not in your face.
Like you equated it to you make it at home eggnog shake.
Yeah, it's
You
I like an ice cream. If you go to the store and just got eggnog ice cream, I feel like just a basic eggnog, not no fancy eggnog like is it Tillamook's how you say it or something like that. Just your Kroger
Tillamook.
brand Tillamook or Dryers. It's just a
We'll
basic
ask Matt. He
eggnog shake.
knows.
But I liked it. I think I really enjoyed it, and that's what I kind of if I were to go get an eggnog shake, that's what I would expect.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not. It didn't have a little hint of nutmeg, a little hint of cinnamon. It just tastes like eggnog.
And then we had the Brooker's one, which blind taste test, I don't think we would have been able to tell it was eggnog. It was more vanilla than anything, right? Like
Yeah,
we
it
knew
was
it was eggnog.
creamy.
You could taste it if you knew it. But if you were
Well,
just
that's what I was wondering. I was wondering if I took it home and had my wife taste it, would she be like, I think she'd question, is this eggnog? You know what I mean? Like, I
right,
don't think it'd be like, oh, yeah, gross, this is eggnog.
definitely, right?
It was more, you can't milk down, not water down, but milk down eggnog flavor. And maybe that's what made it less eggnoggy is they probably put too much milk to mix the shake.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's kind of hard to like compare it because personally it was my favorite one just because I mean, I like eggnog, but I'm like a little hint of eggnog and I'm good. So I enjoyed the milkshake
Yeah, it
more,
was good.
but it wasn't really eggnog. I
Yeah.
think it gets a knock because of that.
Yes.
So all that being said, what do you know what your favorite one was?
I think I would, if I just wanted eggnog shake and I was hungry, I think Riley's wins for me. If I'm telling the truth, I like I said after we had the JCW at first, you're like, oh, this is really good, but I feel like it'd be overwhelming to eat a whole one.
Yeah.
Where I
You
could
need
eat a
you need
whole
like a
Riley's one.
mini.
I could eat a whole Riley's one. And what does it have going for it that I love the most?
It was the best deal. It was the
Best
cheapest
deal.
one.
It has the best value.
It was five. I don't have the exact number, but it was five something dollars, and it was
And then
plenty of shake.
oh
Plenty.
yeah, yeah, you could definitely share. The only one you couldn't share is the Brooker's one because that one you could have had a straw and just drink it. It was super liquidy in my
Yeah,
opinion compared to the other. And then the crazy thing is we got that one after the JCW one, so you can't say we it had less time to melt on the way to
yeah,
Riley's than JCW's did.
right.
So I'd rank them Riley's, JCW, and then Brooker's.
Brooker's. It probably would have, won if it had more flavor, in my opinion, just because I like the ice cream more. But it just wasn't
I think
wasn't
so.
enough eggnog.
Maybe just a little dash of milk to kind of help
Hmm.
and just maybe stir up the ice cream. I don't know.
Yeah,
It kind of it reminded me of a Chick-fil-A shake where they're a little more runny than because you got places that do like the soft served milkshakes, and
yeah,
then you got a place like JCW or Riley's or Iceberg that are a little bit more ice creamy shakes.
yeah, yeah. So good for Riley's for creating a pretty worthy eggnog shake. I think all of them were great. I didn't think any of them were gross. Like you said, JCW's was a little much, but still I thought it was a good a good milkshake. So, and it's not just because we had a Riley's Abs episode this year. They just did the best. So,
Yeah, my wife said, "Wait, there's still O'Reilly's around." I'm like, "Oh, that just proves you don't listen to the podcast anymore."
right? Yeah.
So we lost a listener. Or doesn't listen anymore.
She was doing so good for a while too.
Well, she had time. She doesn't have time with her new
Mm,
job.
dang it.
It's a little easier when you're doing data entry and can have your headphones in compared to teaching kids. So,
Can't really listen to podcasts while you're doing that.
nope, not
But
a lot of free time. So, yeah, that was fun. Next time, I think we need to either bring our portable microphones and do
hmm,
a live ish episode on location,
yeah.
or if we can figure out how to use the YouTube, we can do that.
Or maybe even bring our wives along so we don't have to eat as much eggnog milkshake.
If they like eggnog. I don't know if my wife
My
really
wife does
loves
not, so
eggnog.
I guess that's
I
not
don't
the
think mine
option.
does either. Bronco, I just tell him it's vanilla ice cream, and I think he would have finished them off for us.
Yeah. Yeah, we
But I
were we
think
were
next year
both
we have
having trouble.
planned. Yeah, next year we plan. I did that last year at Leatherby's. I gave him my eggnog shake, and he just thought it was vanilla. So, but next year we're hoping to hit up Iceberg,
Pittsburgh.
Leatherby's, and we got to do at least one or two more. So if anybody has any suggestions or know of places that does eggnog shakes, and we're looking for the local brands, not your
Dairy
franchise,
Queen.
your national, yeah, type places.
Yeah, maybe Arctic Circle will hear this podcast and be like, "We got to bring it back. We got to have the boys come in and review the eggnog milkshake."
Bring it back, Arctic Circle. Bring it back.
Because I remember they were being pretty good. So I don't know.
Yeah,
We'll see.
honest. I feel like that's where I used to get it all the time was Arctic Circle. So it
We'll
is
go
what it is.
enjoy an eggnog milkshake or just some eggnog today because it's
On
eggnog
this
day,
eggnog holiday.
the eggnog holiday. Wink, wink. And until then, or as always, Thanks for listening to This Is a Place podcast.
And this was I don't know. What do you say?
This was
And this was an episode we just talked about. And this was a very eggnoggy episode.
There you go.